I'm Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank, and this is Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. Getting the flow within your saltwater tank is something that you can spend years perfecting. Do you point your power heads up? Do you point them down? Place them high in your tank, low in your tank? And then you throw in the whole equation about random flow, and it resets everything. And Hydor, the maker of the Corellia pumps, has just released their SmartWave pump controller to make getting random currents in your tank really easy. The SmartWave is a straightforward and easy to use tank controller that lets you turn on and off your power heads at set intervals of time. Power heads connected to the SmartWave can either be set to run all together, or since the SmartWave has two separate plugs, you can run each set of power heads opposite to one another. In other words, you can turn on one set of power heads while the others are off, then turn the others on and turn off the first set of power heads. The timing of the power heads running can be set anywhere from 5 seconds all the way up to 6 hours. And the SmartWave has a built-in feed timer that will turn off all the pumps while you feed your fish or corals. The SmartWave even has an on and off switch that is securely placed inside of a waterproof housing. So let's put the SmartWave on a tank and see how it does. I'll be putting the SmartWave on a 5-foot, 150-gallon tank. On this tank, I'll be using 4 Corellia Evolution 1400 gallon per hour power heads. Now, you think 4 power heads for this tank is a lot? Well, get a load of this. Each outlet on the SmartWave will handle up to 100 watts. So in our tank, we're using Hydor's 1400 gallon an hour power heads. These guys draw 6 watts each. That means we can put 16 of these power heads on one outlet of the SmartWave for a total of 32 power heads on our tank if we wanted. Even Hydor's biggest power head, the Magnum 8, it draws 22 watts. That means we could put 4 of those Magnum 8s, one channel on the SmartWave. So the SmartWave is perfect for a small tank, all the way up to a really big tank. You've got the capability to run all the power heads you want. Speaking of the Corellia Evolution power heads, here's a tip for you. The Corellia Evolutions are specifically designed not to knock when you turn them on or off. The old style Corellias were prone to knocking when switched on and off. The same is true with the entry-level power heads as well. They will certainly knock, which is really annoying. So on this tank, we're also upgrading to the Corellia Evolutions to prevent any knocking. Installing a SmartWave is easy because Hydor did their homework and they included a mounting hole on the top of the SmartWave. That means you can put a nail in your stand, drop the SmartWave right on there, and it's safe and secure. I love mounting holes, and thanks Hydor for including it on the SmartWave. Once mounted and the power heads are plugged in, all you have to do is select if you want the power heads to be run together or opposite to one another. Then select the length of time that the power heads are going to be on. That's it. Done! On this tank, I chose to have the power heads run opposite to one another at a 6-hour time interval. It simulates the tide going in and then going out. In my test, the SmartWave ran without any issues, and it made getting random current in this tank very easy. And at the $70 price tag, the SmartWave is a great entry-level powerhead controller that's fully scalable to any tank thanks to the 200 watts of total power that you can attach to the SmartWave. There's 2 small things I'd like to see different with the SmartWave. Number 1, I'd like to see more than 2 plugs on it, and number 2, I'd like it if these cords were longer to the plugs as well. But overall, SmartWave is straightforward, easy to use, and in the complicated world of generating random flow for your tank, straightforward and easy to use really can't be beat. So, Corellia SmartWave, very impressed. Good work, Hydor. I'm Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank. This has been Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. Until next time, have a good one, enjoy your tanks, and know your tank personality.